left side. Jackie in that BMW. Jackie's dialing at 29.8, running an L1 this weekend. David White from A Street on the right side of the Corvette, 29.2. Starter, we're ready. .768 on the left, 632 on the right. So David getting about a 1/10 and a half back with the better reaction time. He did have to give Jackie a 6/10 head start in that F-prepared BMW. She took off from the line, a little bit of an advantage. David White now at work. Oh, we got a cone down on the right side on David. We got a cone down in that slalom, so there's one cone over there on David. He's going to put himself 2 seconds in the hole there. He is back first. Let's see by how much. 1.1. David White is back first, but a cone down is going to give a 9/10 advantage to Jackie as she moves over to the right side. In fact, it's at .845. .845 is the advantage for Jackie now as she moves over to the right side, doing the cone down on David over there. So we swap those drivers in the computer, and the advantage is with Jackie, 0.8 of a second. .725 to a 632. So once again, David picks up a 1/10 on the reaction time, but he still needs another 7, almost 0.8 on the left side. And we got workers running. They're going to check that cone. It is standing. It's safe. It is safe. So not out of the box. So he's going to have to really earn this one though on the left side. He's going to need a really good run through this finish. Is it going to be by 0.8? It's by quite a bit. Yes, indeed. David covers that cone, and it takes the win by 0.3 of a second. So David White in the Corvette going to move on to the next round by 0.3 of a second, able to recover from that cone mistake on his first right side round. And that will bring our next pairing to the line here in the bonus challenge as we work through these 8 drivers. The next pair, I think we're going to have Frank from A Street, another A Street car on the left side. Yeah, that Corvette Z06, his dial-ins are 31.6. He's going to get a bit of a head start on Greg Anthony from S3 in that Dodge Neon ACR, dial-ins are 29.9. Starter, we're ready. Well, 0.3 red light for Frank, so unfortunately, not only he was getting a 1.7 second head start there on the Neon, but jumped in the lights just a little too quick, and that will give Greg the automatic win as he waited, made sure that he got that green light with that 1.3 reaction time, and smart play there by Greg, and that will allow us to bring the next pairing up to the line. As Greg will take the win with the red light, and that will complete that round as Greg will move on. We got the cone down on the right side, but it didn't matter with the red light. Get our next pair into the computer. Randall on that left side in the Focus. Dial-ins a 34.0, and for Katie on the right side, a 31.3. Starter, we're ready. A 2.7-second head start for Randall. Oh, Katie, a 4.94 red light, just 6 thousandths too fast on the trigger for Katie. It must have been frustrating to sit there for 2.5 seconds while Randall took off in that Focus, and unfortunately, just a little too quick on the trigger for Katie. Gets a 4.94 red light. Automatic win there for Randall. He'll move on to our final 4. And that brings my next pairing up to the line with those two come in. And Randall will move on to the next round of the challenge after the red light there on Katie. Randall's going to move on in that 3rd Focus. Next pair at the line for Brian on the left side of the 30 at 28.5, and for Ella the right side in that cart, a 28.8. Starter, we're ready. Katie gets a 3/10 head start based on the dial-ins, but Brian has most of that back with the better reaction times. Katie's 3/10 head start almost eliminated as a 2/10 better reaction time for Brian. So now out there on the course, I'm sorry, Emma, that's a couple Katies now, as I got used to calling it out. Emma on the right side is going to look to get some heat in those kart tires. Probably going to have a better run on her second run. How close can she keep it? 2/10, almost 3/10 is the advantage for Brian. 3/10 is the advantage for Brian as he moves over to that right side course. So Brian going to have the advantage now, 3/10 as he moves over to the right side. Nicer line of 5:43. Great job for Emma. And actually she picks up a little bit of time on Brian. She gets a 1/2 So now she needs another 2/10 out there on course. We're going to work with running. He's going to check that cone. Looks okay though. It is standing up. It's just going to be a wiggle. It is safe. So now Emma has some heat in those kart tires. She needs to make up 2/10 of a second out there on the course. Got to fly through this final section. No. Is she back first? She is not. Brian covers it. Makes it a 1/2 second win there for Brian. 5/10. Margin of victory for Brian in that Infinity. So we've got our top four now. And our starter telling some of our drivers at the line to pipe down. Well, no, this is the time to go for our drivers. One of these going to go into our top eliminator round. David, 29.2. Greg, 29.9. Starter, we're ready. A 7.75 on the left, a 9.75 on the right. A little leisurely there for Greg. It's a little distracting. He only got a 7/10 head start on the tree, and that stagger sometimes can throw drivers off as the tree's lights do not come down synchronized. They come down staggered, and that can throw you off a little bit. So Greg gives up 2/10 on reaction times, but he had a 7/10 head start on the tree. Can David White reel him in? In the A Street car, he can, and in fact, it'll be a 2/10 advantage for David White. That's the difference in reaction times right there. 2/10 is the advantage for David, and he earned that at the tree. So 2/10, the advantage now to the Corvette in the right lane. $6.81, $6.81. Good lights for both drivers. No advantage to David with the better reaction time this time. So, can he keep that 2/10 margin out there on the course, or does Greg have something for him in that neon ACR? As Greg running in S3 this weekend, I assume that would be like an FSP car. And David White running A Street in that Corvette. Here we come into the finish. This is close. It's a 10th of a second victory there for David White. Greg got half of what he needed, but not enough. David White's going to hang on and win that by a 10th of a second. So David White going to go to our top eliminator round here in the bonus challenge in that Corvette against one of the two drivers at the line right now. Randall in the left lane, 34-0, and Brian